Hello everyone, my name is Gopalji and I welcome you all on this channel with a new question. And today in this video we are going to discuss a question from CAT previous year question. Yes, so this is a CAT previous year paper and the question is from the topic of LCM and SCF. Very easy, very doable question, but we are going to learn a smart method of solving a question. The question is find LCM of first 10 natural numbers. Yes. This is so easy question, right? This came in CAT 2010. Find LCM of first 10 natural numbers. And I'm going to discuss this question with two different methods. So that is first method, which is by traditional method, or you can say by division method. This is how we find LCM of any number of numbers using the division method. So from 1 to 10 I have written every number, and what we will do, we'll keep dividing by the smallest common factor. Like in this case, if I take 2, so this is 1, this is 1, this is 3, 2, 5, 3, 7, 4, 9 and 5. Now do I have another 2? Yes, I can divide further by 2. So this is 1, 1, 3, this will be 1, 5, 3, 7, 2 into 2, 4, 9 and 5. Okay, now we can divide the given numbers by 3. So this will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 1, 7, 2, 3 and 5. Further we can divide this by 5. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 7, 2, 3 and 1. That's also, there is no common factor, and at this stage if we have to write the LCM, which is, we'll multiply each and every number from this to this. So that will be 2 into 2 into 3 into 5, 2, 2, 3, 5, and here we have 7 into 2 into 3. That gives us, this value will be 2520 as the final answer. So this was the final answer of this question. Now, what is so important with respect to this question? Why did I take this question to discuss? First of all, this method involves traditional method of division and finding LCM. It will be a lengthy method, it is time consuming, and chances are very high that even if we calculate this, chances of making calculation error will be very high. That is why CAT, where the timing is also a factor. We all know that in any of the competitive exams like CAT or JAT, two things which are very important. One is accuracy and the other is your speed. So how can we solve this question in a very different method, or you can say in a smart method? So let us discuss that. Now I am going to discuss method 2. If I ask you for this, if I ask you what is the LCM of 2 and 3, you will definitely be very quick to respond, and you will say, okay, this is 3 into 2 or 2 into 3, that is 6. Now if I ask you another question, what is LCM of 2 comma 4, will you say it is 2 into 4? Think again, this is wrong. You will definitely not say that. You are going to say that the LCM of 2 comma 4 is 4. So what is the difference between the two cases? In the first case, 2 and 3, they are co-prime numbers. I have already discussed in detail about co-prime numbers. Two numbers which have nothing in common other than 1, they are said to be co-prime numbers. So 2 and 3 are co-prime numbers, and when you have to find LCM of two co-prime numbers, you just take the product of them, right? That becomes 6 in this case. Now in the second case, when we have to find LCM of 2 and 4, they are not co-prime numbers. There is a common factor, and that is why what do? We take the largest number. Try to understand this. We take the largest number, that is 4, and we see whether this 4 contains 2 or not. Like the second number is 2, so this 4 already contains a 2 in it, so that is the answer. Here also what we did, I took the largest number, that is 3. By taking 3, this 2 is not contained, so I have to multiply by 2. Try to apply this rule here, like when we have numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and if I have to directly write LCM of these 10 numbers, first of all, always start with the largest number, because LCM will definitely contain this as the product. So my answer very quickly will be 10. 10 has to be there in that, into the second thing is two consecutive natural numbers are always co-prime numbers. Please note it down. Two consecutive natural numbers, they are always co-prime with each other. So if I take 10, 9 has to be there. So 10 into 9, because there is nothing common in 10 and 9. And when I say nothing common, obviously excluding 1. 1 is always a common factor of every number. So 10 into 9, two consecutive numbers. These two big numbers, the largest number of the given lot, has to be taken, right? Now, the next largest number is 8. We have already discussed about prime numbers and prime factorization. So 8 is made up of what all? 8 is made up of 2 into 2 into 2. 3 times 2. Look at this. You have taken 10. 10 is already having 1 2 in it. 2 into 5. So 1 2 is already there. 9 is not having 2. 8 has 3 times 2. So 1 is already taken care of. How many 2s are needed? 2 times more. So 2 into 2, that will be 4. So if I consider, if I multiply it by 4, it means 10, 9 and 8, everything has been taken care of. The next largest number is 7, which is a prime number, and no factor, no multiple of 7 has come here. So I will write here 7. Next is 6. 6, it means 2 and 3. Already 2 is there, 3 is there, right? 5 is already inside 10. 4 is already there. 3 already comes. 2 is already. 1 has nothing to do. Now these 4 numbers, you just multiply them and you will get 2520 as the answer, which is definitely the same answer. Just in one step, if you understand the concept of co-prime numbers and how do we calculate, how do we find LCM of any big numbers, any series of the numbers in using this smart method. So I hope you learned something out of this. My question to you all will be, why do we study LCM and HCF? Why not we study LCF and HCM? Yes. Least common factor or lowest common factor and highest common multiple. Why don't we study in our book, or normal questions are not there? Think over it and please write in the comment, and I will be coming with the next video on the same topic. Thank you.